Hey Aries, it's Jen here. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my space, which is a space for clear and authentic energy guidance. My intention is always to provide insight and support that serves your highest and greatest good. So I honor your energy and I invite you to take in only what resonates. Remember, Aries, this reading is yours, not mine. I went ahead and channeled your cards. Sorry, I pulled your cards, sat in the energy because I don't really like to rush. I like to get all the messages from spirit, and that takes quite a bit. It's an awkward silence while I'm getting those downloads. So, this is for the week of October 12th. So, let's dive right in. I'm ready to give your message. So, as far as your oracle cards, you got intuition. Always trust your gut. The universe is constantly speaking to us. Will you choose to listen? And then you got support. We all need support every now and then. But be careful not to always be the one supporting everyone else and never being supported. So once I channeled your messages, Aries, I really got that there is something that you know. There's something that you know. Maybe something that you got through your intuition, or maybe a download that you're going to get. And whatever information that is, I think for some of you, you feel this urge to act on it. You got the Knight of Swords right underneath the High Priestess, and that's a fast moving energy. The only thing, because and I'll tell you um, why I think even though you may have a specific intuitive hit or a download, or maybe you just know something that no one else knows, right? Because the High Priestess, she knows things. She knows things. She's very balanced in her energy, but she doesn't really speak on it, right? Knight of Swords, he's coming in very fast. Then you have the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords, and I was like, okay, that lets me know that there needs to be a pause. Whatever it is that you know, whatever intuition that's tugging on you, that's great. Trust it, but don't act on it too soon, because with the Two of Swords, that just lets me know, Aries, that there's something that you're still not seeing clearly, or something that's not all the way clear to you. You know, sometimes our intuition, they can breadcrumb us. We can get a part of the picture but not full of it, like not all of it. We can get a little piece of it, and if we act too quickly on it, it can potentially sabotage the possible outcome. So what I will say, Aries, if there is information that comes in intuitively, if you just know something, you know, the High Priestess is also you know, that archetype that just knows secrets. If there's something that you just stumble across that no one else knows, or maybe it was said to you and maybe it was said in confidence or a secret, something you overheard, something you just know. Maybe some of you are just really intuitive and you just know how something is going to pan out. Don't act on it too quickly, because I do see here that although there is a difficult decision that needs to be made regarding this instance, all the information is not there just yet. You need to sleep on this with the Four of Swords. Now, what is this potentially regarding? It could have to do with your stability. You do have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which lets me know that for some of you, things could be a little bit rocky right now regarding like material, you know, things on this earthly realm. There's some sort of imbalance when it comes to um, your material world, finances, things of that nature. But depending on how you handle this information, and I don't know what it is, spirit just tells me the information. I really don't know what it could be, and I don't want to make things up because that would be me projecting. So I just give what spirit tells me to give. Whatever this is regarding your stability, and maybe your world feels a little bit upside down right now, that's going to be illuminated. There's something, there's a reason that's going to come out that's going to really shed light on that. Okay. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper because I'm going to grab some clarifiers. But you have the Sun card that's clarifying that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, if you literally feel like your world is turned upside down right now, there's something coming this week that is really going to shed light on that. And I even think for some of you, because the sun card kind of illuminates any cards that's next to it. And I noticed that it's also shining next to the four of swords. They may also be something coming in through your dreams, or even again more intuitively. So I think for some of you Aries, your intuition is going to be very heightened this week, and you need to follow that. Now regarding the support, with it saying be careful not to always be the one supporting everyone else, maybe there is a specific piece to this, and it'll tie in with maybe just keeping information to yourself for the time being. But let's go ahead and dive in and see exactly what spirit has more to say about this. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in and get some clarifiers with the light seers deck and see what else we have. Spirit, can you clarify the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords? What is this information that is either rushing in intuitively for Aries? King of Wands. Okay, so this could have to do something regarding a boss. King of Wands, fire energy. Leo, could be you, Aries, Sagittarius. But whatever this is, it has to do. Give me 1 second. Why I'm getting like the fall of a kingdom, or the fall, because the King of Wands to me is like that entrepreneur. He's not really, he could be like a banker. He's just that person that's just really good with money. Not in a King of Pentacles, because King of Pentacles, he's good with money, but he knows how to keep his money. He knows how to invest his money. The King of Wands is more so like that businessman. He's a person of power, a person of authority, not really like the emperor, not like the emperor, but someone who just knows how to maneuver money. Now, with this being in King of Wands in reverse, this could have to do with information that you find out regarding the fall of someone, regarding their business. Maybe for some of you, you got information that a business is going underground, or something's not working, or someone, I'm also getting the message that someone is not who they portray themselves to be when it comes to money. Maybe they don't have the money that they claim they do. They're not, like this, because King of Wands is also like the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is very confident. King of Wands is also very confident. He's also a protector. But in reverse, this is someone who's pretending to be all those things. He's not a King of Wands. He doesn't have his money in control. He doesn't know how to make money or keep money. He's not who he says he is in regards to some sort of like business. This can even be someone you work for. This can be a friend or family where they're coming off like they have kind of like their stuff together or their money together. It's like it's false. It's false. It's not real. I'm trying to get more information from spirit. This is just a false person in regards to how they present themselves. If this is a person who comes off very confident, like they got it all together, money is great, it's just flowing in, that's not the case. And I think for some of you Aries, you know that. Spirit, can you clarify the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords? What is the information that Aries needs to kind of sleep on? Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I think for some of you, I think before you make a move, you want to make sure that you're not emotionally attached to this. Three of Swords upright is pain, it's heartache. It has to do with something that really broke you. It actually comes before the Four of Swords, but being that it's reversed, I think for some of you, you're avoiding this. You're avoiding some sort of disappointment by waiting and not saying something too soon. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. By waiting and not saying something too soon. You're actually avoiding disappointment. Okay, Spirit, can you clarify the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun? What is being illuminated for Aries? What is being illuminated for Aries? Nine of Cups in reverse. Something that once made you satisfied. You know, this can be a job. For some of you, something regarding something that once made you feel fulfilled, and you were satisfied, you were proud about this. You know, I'm also getting that this can also have to do with investment, something that you invested time, energy, maybe even money into, and it may have even destabilized you, either, you know, in your life, regarding money, physically, and that's becoming illuminated. So something, yeah, and it has to do with this King of Wands, or someone who pretended to be someone that will protect you. And by you finding out information, or knowing information, or even feeling something intuitively, you're avoiding any more future disappointment. Yeah, this is something that once made you feel fulfilled, and it doesn't anymore. And I think some of you, you know this. You feel this, and it's all going to be illuminated. Six of Wands, and you're going to be celebrated for it. If this is a situation where a group of people are also affected, you kind of taking the back seat to this and letting things play out is going to be major key right now. It's going to be key, because you're going to be celebrated for it in the end. I even see for some of you, people are going to believe you. I don't know, that's for some of you. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, things are going to speed up. Because Knight of Pentacles, he's slow and steady. He plants his seeds. But in reverse, this is things really picking up. This is things really picking up. Not saying that, you know, I like the Knight of Pentacles. You know, slow and steady wins the race. But I think after whatever this is comes out, things are really going to start to move a little bit more faster. Whereas things were delayed and slowed, things might start to move a little bit like a door is being opened. Two of Pentacles in reverse. You're no longer going to feel like you have, like you're juggling too much. I think for some of you, even you might feel more grounded, because Two of Pentacles upright is balancing so many different things, to the point where it's like, oh my God, I hope I don't drop one of these important tasks, and needing to stay grounded. So that's also coming out this week. And Justice in reverse. Yeah, some sort of injustice that occurred here. I don't know, for some of you, I'm really getting the feeling that someone took advantage of you regarding money, and I think you know that. You definitely know that. And it's not that you're not doing anything or you're staying quiet, but you're letting things plan out and play out without really interfering, because that's the best approach right now. All right. So I'm glad whatever that is coming out. And I'm glad you're definitely honing in on your intuition. I would love to see what that's about. You can leave it in the comment section, or even if it makes sense, or if you, even if now you feel intuitively like this is making sense, give me a thumbs up, so I know I'm not talking to myself, and I know someone else is listening. And at least if one person got the message and it resonates, I know that it was worthwhile. So I pulled another oracle card here, and you got security, Aries. Be careful not to be drawn into a false sense of security. Security begins only when trust has been established. Yeah, that I definitely get that in the energy, that there's someone here that's not who they say they are. Or like, if this is someone that promised you money, or promised you a loan, or promised you anything that has to do with support, that's coming out. You know, that's really coming out. And that's probably where the support card came out, with being careful not to always be the one supporting everyone else. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Again, if these messages resonated in any way, shape, or form, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you receiving this guidance. May you carry forward only what serves you, and may your energy remain balanced and protected. Take care, Aries.